Hi guys, welcome. It's 11 a.m. Eastern, and we are here live to do a I'm the word DREAMBOX keeps coming to my head, the thing behind me. We're here to do a design space class. I do these every Saturday morning. They're free. They're always available if you're not here live. You can watch it later. We're on YouTube. We're in my Facebook group, Cricut Design Space with Melody Lane. We're in my group, Cricut Joy Machine and Projects with Melody Lane. We're on my personal Facebook group. But to be entered into the giveaway, I do a giveaway every Saturday where you have to be live. And you have to be in the chat. So to be in the chat, you have to sign into YouTube. Having a YouTube account is completely free and does not require you to upload any videos at all. So welcome everybody that's here. We have been, I've seen the chat since 10 a.m. So we've been in here an hour chatting beforehand. Why do I not have live chat on my computer on YouTube? That I don't know. You should have live chat. You're chatting in the live chat, so maybe you're on your phone. Not sure. You should be on your computer. Today we're going to be answering questions about design space. Only design space, not questions about how to do projects, but design space. And I love for you to put them in all caps, so I can see your questions better. Okay, and do we have Nightbot here? Let me set up the Nightbot for the giveaway to make sure that when we do the giveaway, you'll all be entered. Okay, thanks for subscribing, Samantha. All right, first what we do is go over the new image sets. So if you're used to cartridges, they're now called image sets, and I'll show you how to get to them. And there are new ones every single week, so we're going to go over that. But first, we're going to do the shout outs, but while we're doing that, if you have questions about design space, put them in all caps and put them in the chat so I can answer them. Here's a shout out to a few of the people who support this channel on Patreon. Patricia, Sharon, Eileen, Tyra, Renee, Joni, Lugene, Thelma, Sandra, Bobby, Trina, Dana, Loretta, Suzanne, Denise, Anna, Susan, Tanya, Rachel, Regina, Kristen, Nicole, Shirley, Summit, Debbie, Lisa, Jill, Tammy, Jill, Angela, Tara, Teresa, Patty, Diane, Marcia, Pamela, Anna, Clyde, Connie, Marcia, Delinda, Cheryl, Yanina, and Georgiana. A huge thank you to my co-sponsors. You guys are awesome. We have a lot of great questions already. Does Cricut have 3 kinds of veneer? That's not a design space question, Sherry. But yes, they have 3 colors of veneer. But one of the questions was one that I answer every single week is, how do I find the new images in design space? So let's go over here to design space. But first, let me find the winner. We do a giveaway every week for hashtag what I learned melody. So in order to enter that, you have to do what Colleen did here. She is this week's winner. So Colleen, please contact me. You can do that through my website, Melody Lane Inspired. Click the contact right here and let me know where you want your $25 through PayPal or Amazon, and I'll need the email for whichever one you choose. So to enter this, you do not have to be live. You do have to share one of my videos. You can just click the share option. You can copy the link, post it onto Facebook, anywhere you like, as long as it's public. She posted this on her personal page, and it's public because it has the little world here. So that's how I was able to find it, because I searched what I learned melody. She also told us what she learned in this video. That is how you enter. It's very easy. So Colleen, just click my contact and contact me. Some people had trouble sharing the videos. All you have to do, let me turn this off, is watch one of my videos. I have 2,000 videos. You can click on the video. You watch the video. We're just going to pause it right there. There's a share button. Sometimes it doesn't say share on the mobile app. It'll just have an arrow. You just click that. You can click share to Facebook, or you can just copy the link and then go paste that wherever you would like to post it. So when I search what I learned melody, I can find it. And so you can win. Once you share one, you have entered every giveaway I will have in the future for what I learned. It does not mean you, let's go back to my page. We don't want to look at me. It does not mean you're only entering for that week. You're entering for the past ones. As you can see, she did this in July of 2020, yet she won today. To be honest, I don't know if she won in the past. She might have, but I don't know. So here we are today. She won again. So you can enter as many times as you like. All right, let's get to Design Space. Here we are. Okay, so this is version 6.2.100. And to get to new images, if you don't know how to get here, here's the home. This is the home page. You can just always click new and replace, because I had nothing there. And this is where you go. So to see new images, image sets, cartridges, and all of that, you click on images. Images is right here in the center of this line here. And these top ones, I think were in a mystery box, or I don't know why these are always on top, but there's 27 mandala multi-layered images. And I see your question about, can you explain how to layer those? Yes. How to know what layer goes where. And these were all in a Disney mystery box. Okay, now we have Disney. This set is not included in Cricut Access because it does not have that green A. Anything with a green A like this is included in Access. This one will have a price. If you want to purchase it, you can just click here and purchase the entire cartridge for $7.99, or if you have Cricut Access, you get 10% off. Now, individually, they're $1.99 because they're Disney. So they're more than the normal cartridges. We're going to go back and we're going to look at the rest. Purin gift cards. There's 10 images. This one, I had to look at this morning. It's so pretty. 72 images, and you get them, let me click. You get them, so this one is the light gray area will be cut with paper and then drawn on, or you can have it foil it, or you can have it engrave or deboss. And then these black ones are done in vinyl or iron-on. How cute would this be for like a 2-year-old's birthday party? Like a birthday shirt saying she's 2. That would just be so cute with these flowers. But they have the entire alphabet and the numbers in both drawing and vinyl. Can we make layers out of any design? We add, depends on the design. Funny jokes. Okay, and I have to read these jokes to you. So they also come in, it will cut out paper and draw, or whatever you can draw on, you can use, you don't have to use paper. You can use poster board, and you can have it deboss it or foil it, or, you know, whatever you want to do. And then these darker ones would be cut out with vinyl. So I'm going to they have one of each in each type. So it says, no matter how kind you are, German children are kinder. I make apocalypse pins like there's no tomorrow. I have a split personality, said Tom being frank. A poltergeist, or a poultrygeist. I used to hate facial hair, but it grew on me. My math teacher called me average. How mean. I like this one. Why can't you run through a campground? You can only ran because it's past tense. That one's the funny one. Velcro instead of shoelaces. Why not? The not is spelled that way. And Adam lost, okay, wait a minute, let me read this. And Adam lost an election. It really should keep an eye on them. Ha ha. My new girlfriend works at the zoo. I think she's a keeper. And that's it. And astronaut illustrations. There's 36. Mardi Gras Fat Tuesday. There's 63 images. This is not the only set for these. I think they come out with a set for these every year. Disco Fever, 18 images. Bride and Groom t-shirts, 17 images. Hot air balloons. There's some that are draw, vinyl, and then looks like layered paper, unless it's print. I'm going to click it and see if that's print or layers. Oh, hot air balloon. Oh. Looks like lots of layers. It doesn't say print anywhere. We'll bring one in to look at it. But those are fun. Okay, back. And floral occult illustrations, 18 images. Mythical linocut creatures. I don't know what that is. I mean, I know what mythical creatures are. Woodland Friends, 32 images. These would be great. It looks like for gnomes or fairies, just extra images for those. Fantasy Friends, maybe good for these too. These are fun. There's 15. Canada flag images. So Canada flag with a hockey player, the moose, bear, looks like a city. Celestial Kawaii, 40 images. Kawaii are these little faces. So cute. I haven't looked at all those. And Atami Designs. Am I saying that correctly? I'm not sure. Mr. Pineapple, 18 images. These look cute. Passover Icons, 42 images. Football, Go Team, 9 images. Japanese illustrations, 17 images. Snow scenes, 30 images. Igloos, 20. Rose bouquets, 9. So I think that's all that there is. Celebrate Purim. And Love Struck. And Inca Gods, I'm not sure if I went over these last week. Go Camping. These are fun badges for camping. The Abominable Snowman. Did we do these last week? Shine Bright. You Are Always Enough. And then football images. Contemporary shape designs. Snowmobile. Botany plants lately. That's cute. I'm a sucker for you. Tropical Island. Did we go over these last week? Cuba designs. Okay, front and back outlines. Okay, I know we did these. Yeah, we've done these, I think. T-shirts. Valentine's Day long signs. We did do these, right? Hardware tools. For some reason, I don't remember going over these. Comic strip couples. Okay, I remember that one. Shadow alphabet layers. Okay, there's so many new ones. All right. We have a hot air balloon. Let's go ahead and insert that. Okay, so this is done with paper. You can change the color of any of these if you like. If you want to change these to brighter colors, like this yellow one, you can click over here in the layers panel and click up here and change that color. Let's change this to orange. Let's change this. I think to orange too. That pink needs to be a little brighter. So we're going to go down here. We're going to move this over to the pink. And let's make this. We'll just click on blue and move it over here between the blue and green. It's a little bright. There we go. And I made this pink. Done. Different. There. How's that? I think it's prettier. Oh, you know what? Let's make this one purple. I don't even know why I'm doing this because I'm not going to keep it. There, that's prettier. Okay, so now you ask, how do I layer this? So look in the layers panel. They're in this is the top layer. This is the bottom layer. So when you have all the pieces cut out, you're going to put this one on there first. And then you're going to glue this teal one on top of that. And then you're going to glue the yellow one on top of the teal. And this orange one on top of that. The hot pink on top of that. So we're also going to ungroup this so you can see it. So that's the top layer. That's the next layer. I'm just going to scoot these over. This one is next. Then the yellow. And then it looks like that would be really hard to know where that purple goes. But it's the bottom one. Because you pull this away and you got this. So you have that and then you glue this on top of it. And then that on top of that. See, now you don't want to glue this down because then this would cover that up. It would cover it up if it was on top, but it's under there because of design space. So you always do the biggest pieces first. And you couldn't put this underneath that or you wouldn't see the polka dots. And when you put the orange on, if you put it on top of this one, you wouldn't see this color at all. So it's not really too hard to figure out. And then this little piece here goes somewhere else too. I don't know what that's for. But this is how you know how to layer it. Also pull it apart and look at it. It might make more sense because you might have thought you had to put all these dots on here. Cricut makes the best cut files. They make it easy so you don't have to decide to put all these tiny dots on. It's all one piece. This is how most of them are. It's not really too hard. Okay, let me go to more questions. Okay, we've had a lot of them. Okay, and somebody asked how to rotate by holding down the shift key. So if you wanted to rotate this image, you hold down the shift key. Like I have the image selected. Now I'm pushing down my shift key on my keyboard. I understand you can't see it, but I'm just using my finger on my keyboard and I'm holding this little curved arrow, this round arrow. Hold that with the left mouse button and turn it, and the shift key kind of stops it. See how it stops? So if I wanted it more even this way, it will stay there. If I didn't hold my shift key, I can move it anywhere I want, but if I wanted to get it perfectly even, like parallel, I might not be able to do that as easy without holding the shift key. Can we make layers out of any design? I wouldn't say any design. If I wanted to make another layer out of this, let's pretend I didn't have this one, or I just wanted another one. Oh, I have an idea that we could do. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate it, and then I'm going to take this one because it's underneath that one, and I'm going to contour. I'm going to take out just some of these. I think that's enough. So this one has less holes than this one, and we're going to change the color of this one. And then we're going to put this on top of that. So we have now created another layer in here. So we have more. I'm going to group these just so I can move them together. So now when we put this over here, we have not just one color of polka dots, but we have two colors of polka dots. It just depends on the images that you want to do and what kind of layers you want to do. Okay, we have a question on how do you do templates? How do you use templates? To be honest, I don't use templates. I don't like them. These are the templates. They are not in the iOS app. Let's use one of these. They say they're for reference only. They will not be saved with your project. Okay. I had the, oh, is it up here? Where's it at? There it is. It's behind my balloon. Oh, and you can't move them either. So I got to move my balloon. So I can, when it came up, let me do that again. You could change the type of glass. So water goblet, cocktail, then you can choose custom or standard. Custom would be the size if you want it a certain size. Now, what you use these for is only to know where your design will be. Like say you wanted to put, I'm just putting a word. Say you wanted to put something on it, you could use that to size it. If this was the exact size of your glass, I say measure your glass and set up a size that you want it. I never use the templates. They're not, I mean, who's to know your glass is this size? You'd have to measure it anyway because it's not perfect. It's just as a guide. Joan, you make me laugh. Okay. Somebody has access, but it doesn't apply the discount when they try to purchase an image set through Cricut app on iPad. Make sure you're signed into the correct account. If it's not giving you the discount and your access subscription is active, which you can find out in your account, I would just call Cricut. I get into this, okay, here's another question. I get into Design Space to try to make something. I'm so lost. How do you know the difference if a design is for cardstock or vinyl, etc.? Most of them you can use for anything. This balloon, you could cut out of vinyl. Now you would want something to put it on. Well, you could totally make this out of vinyl, the entire thing. And you would start with this one at the bottom and then just layer your pieces on top of it with vinyl to make a vinyl decal. Layer them all up. This one, you know, you don't have to use all of them. We could even leave that off. Oh, maybe that yellow piece is a patch. Is that a patch to the balloon? Is that what that's supposed to be? Maybe that is. Because it does kind of fit right there. If you didn't want that patch, you could just click contour and get rid of it. And then you could click contour again to bring it back anytime you ever wanted it back. Now, if these were all lined up perfectly, let me get this orange one. Okay, they're not exactly perfect. But, so you could do this out of vinyl. You could do it out of iron-on, but it would be a lot of layers on the iron-on and it would be kind of heavy. I wouldn't suggest that unless maybe you're making it really small. And you could do it out of paper, poster board, craft board, and really any material. Now, if you wanted to do it as a print and cut, you can. That was an accident. We're going to undo. You can select it all and click flatten. Nope, I clicked the wrong button. I clicked attach. So I'm undoing. So I'm going to select it all again. And we're going to click flatten. So this button right next to attach. Did I click it? There we go. It also makes it all one layer. So now they're all right here, except for this piece I did not flatten. And now you can do print and cut. So it will cut around the balloon. It will also cut in between these little lines here. Anywhere you see grid, it's going to cut. Flatten is only used to make it a print and cut. If you don't want it to print and cut, you do not use flatten. Let's undo. You do not use attach either. Otherwise, all these pieces will get cut out. And you'll have a million pieces. If you did weld, it would change it just to one image. It welds it all into one. It like smashes it into one image. You don't want to do that for this. Okay. Let me go back to some more questions. How do you change a design, like take part off? So I kind of showed you that it depends on the design. Using contour does that really easy. Can you show how to use color sync? Yes, I can. So let's go up here to color sync. Whoops. Sorry, I clicked a button trying to make sure I could see what you're doing. So color sync is, I could move just this one image. Let me grab that. And move it down here. I could make that black. Or I could bring it up to the purple if I wanted to add more purple. The reason I would use this is because these are the exact same colors. Sometimes you have a whole bunch of images you want to change to the same color. So you can just do, like you can grab just the image like I did, or you can grab the edge of the image like this. So then it changes them all. So instead of just dragging the one image, I can drag all of them. So I could drag one, or I could do them all one at a time and then move them all. Now, if I change my mind, I can't change them back here unless I were to undo. But I could go here and go back here. Now, these colors at the very top are the colors I'm using in my project. But I don't want one of those. I want to, let's bring back some of the colors we were using. Okay, so now it brought these colors up here to the top row. There's a little space here, so these are the colors I'm using. So I could always just choose to use one of these top ones. Have you guys learned anything yet today? I am using a Mac at the moment, but everything is done exactly the same on a PC. Okay, with text, you have single layer, multi-layer. What's the difference? Okay. Let's just start new. Let's all be grateful today. Let's just choose a font. What is the benefit of syncing the images? I just got that question with the color sync. It's just so that you have the same colors. It's only so they're all cutting on the same mat. Okay. So we have fonts that have multi-layer. Multi-layer means there's multiple layers within the word. So this one, this is speaking of winter. This has a lot of layers, different ones in each letter even. A little snowman. The F is the snowman. But let's look at a more normal one. Any of the ones you see with two colors, but more of them are multi-layered. Oh, let's do the folk art, my favorite. This is one of my favorite fonts I use. You only see one layer here. The other layers are in the layers panel. So you can turn them all on. This one gives it an offset. This one gives the little cutouts a different color. So let's duplicate this. They wanted to know what's the difference of single layer and multi-layer. So that one was multi-layer. So now I'm going to do just single layer. So single layer is only one layer. Multi-layer has more layers. That's the difference. if you wanted to ungroup these, you can go to advanced and you can, oh, wrong button. You can go to advanced and you can, here, let's do this. Let me duplicate this so I can show you the different options here. So we're going to go to advanced. We're going to ungroup to letters. That was this one. We ungrouped to letters. See, this one's still all together. So this means each letter is ungrouped with the shadow behind it and each layer behind it. Okay, so we can move these. This one is still together, but we're going to ungroup to layers. So this means this whole layer is ungrouped, and this layer, and this one. Now you can do that for individual ones here. You can ungroup to layers, or you can just click ungroup here and it will do that. So this one, we have the different layers. Now you can turn off these layers. You don't have to use all these layers. Like you can just use this one. You don't have to use that one. How do you know when to use different features such as weld, attach, flatten, and group? So I answered one of those with flatten. And grouping will only, so these, each individual letter is actually still grouped together because you click on it and it selects all of them. But the whole word is not grouped together. So I'm going to group that together. Grouping, the only reason you use group is so you can size it all together at the same time, or move it around the mat, or you can hide it in the layers panel. I find that I group things a lot together and then ungroup and then hide them and unhide them. It just makes it easier. If they were not grouped and I wanted to hide each one of these, I would have to click on each one to hide them. That's a lot more work. So if I can just select them, group, hide, much faster for the whole word to be ungrouped. Now, if I were to attach this, it all changes to the same color. It's going to cut out every line you see here. It is no longer different layers. Although it kind of looks like it, they're all going to cut together exactly as they are. So it's going to cut it on top of each other. That might be something you want, it might not be. Okay, we're going to undo. You do not have to group in order for it to attach. That's one thing a lot of people do. They say group and then attach. There's no need to group, you just attach. Now, if you want to weld them, you do not have to group them or attach them. You can just weld them. Welding them smashes them all into one image. So all the layers are completely gone. You only see these up here. They're just gone. There's no way to get them back later after you save your project and go out and in. The only way to do it is to ungroup. Or undo, not ungroup. So also, let me show you down here. First, let me change the color of this so we can see this better. Maybe this one. So some people say they want their letters to go together, so they weld them. Do you see how weld did absolutely nothing? Except for it put them all in here. I cannot ungroup these. There's nothing to ungroup. I can't move them closer. So we're going to undo because grouping or welding these was the wrong answer. They're still welded. I got to undo until they're not. Okay, now they're back to normal. So I can move the letters together by hitting the letter space. I can ungroup them and move them manually so they're touching. Okay, let me make this bigger so you can see it better. Okay, so now some people say you have to attach and then weld. So let's go ahead and attach and see what happens. Where's the cut line? I'm not sure why this is not showing the cut line. Do you guys know what I mean? It looks like it's welded, but it's not. So anywhere where these meet, it's going to cut out. So we're going to undo and we're going to weld it, and it's not going to look any different because that looks welded. I don't know if it's that font. So we're going to do this again. We're going to change this. Agent Q. Okay, this one I can see. See the little black line around it? That's the cut line. That's what I wanted to show you here, but for some reason that's not working, so my explanation is not going to help you. Okay, so we want to move these together. We can do it this way. Letter spacing. And see how the A is cutting into here? And these are cutting into each other also. So if we were to attach this, it doesn't look any different, but it's going to cut this. The P that goes through here is also going to cut out. So you're going to have a hole right here. You're going to have a hole here because the A is going to cut through the H, and the H is also going to continue its cutting line down here and cut through that. So you do not want to attach this. You would want to weld it. Now when it's welded, the cut lines are gone. Do you see why that one wasn't working? I couldn't explain that. The cut lines are gone. So it will cut out as one solid word together. Now, a reason, let's duplicate this. Say we wanted these to cut out in a certain way. Like say we wanted it to look like this, okay? We'll do that. This is how we want it to cut out of vinyl, and we're going to stick it onto something. So I'm going to hit make it. And let's go to the blue one. So the layers we're looking at were in blue. This is not how I wanted it. I set it up differently in Design Space. But because I didn't attach it, it didn't do it. Some people think that grouping works. So we're going to group it. And now we can move it together. We can change all the size together. Let's hit make it and see what it does. It still did not do it as I wanted it. The only way to do it is to attach it. You do not need to group it, just attach. So click make it. And now it worked. We could have welded it also, but then later we wouldn't be able to do it, and welding would do the exact same thing as this. There's no reason to weld if you don't have to. You guys are in the chat talking about making fonts bigger. Let's detach these. I don't know. Yeah, I can't, because we ungrouped these and attached them, we can no longer change the font. So we're going to add another text. Joyful. Oh, thicken fonts. I was like, I forgot why we were doing these. So this is how you can choose a writing font. But some fonts have lots of different ways to make them. I think the original Cricut one, the one that comes up, yeah. So this has regular, it's at regular. You can make it italic. You can make it bold. You can make it bold italic. And you can make it writing. And this font is free. So that is a completely free font that you can use for all of those things. And cartridges you link to Design Space. You don't link them to the machines. Looking at this font, you want to make a shadow font. You can't really do it unless you choose a multi-level font. They have not brought offset to Design Space yet. So when they do, if you want offset, just choose a font that already has it. Okay. What is the easiest way to make sure your images are lined up evenly? Okay. Let's just use this. I'm going to change this to regular. And I'm going to change the color just so we can see it. Now these are all lined up how they're supposed to be, but we're going to ungroup them. And this is going to be a hard one to line up because here's what we could do. We could select these three that stand up at the top. So I selected the J, the F, and the L. And we're going to go up here to the top and click Align Top. So those are lined up here. Let's try it again when they're not lined up to start with. Oh, I didn't select it. So I'm dragging my box, only touching those three letters. And I'm going to click Align and Align Top. So now you saw that F go back up and it's aligned. If I align all of these to align bottom, that Y is going to be out of place. So what I could do is pull it down, hit the Shift key, and select these short ones and align top on those. Now it's all lined up. So to align images, you just use the align. Okay, Rose is asking me, can you show how to write on the inside of a card exactly where you want it to write? Now we have to do a giveaway today to the live viewers. So if you guys are on Facebook, you really need to come over to YouTube. What was I going to look at? Oh, I was going to look at how many likes we have. Okay, we have 475 watching and 188 likes on YouTube. We need more likes. We could easily get to 300 likes and then we'll do our giveaway. And welcome Tanya. Can now use my emojis. And we can stay a little longer today. We don't have another video after this one. So let's get to 300 likes and we'll do that giveaway. And I'm going to go ahead and answer this question. So when we get to the likes, just let me know. Okay, can you go over how to write inside a card? Okay, let's start over so we don't have a mess here. So I'm going to have a card. We're going to size it. We're going to unlock the lock, and we're going to make it 4.25. We're not going to, well, yeah, hold on. We're going to exactly how to write inside a card. Okay, so to make an inside of a card, we need to make the full card. We're going to, well, yeah, let's change it to white. And I'll show you how to change the canvas color so we can see this better. So we're just going to click on blank canvas down here at the bottom of the layers panel. And then up at the top, it changed this. It says the word color. Right underneath that, it's hard to see, but it's there. If you click that, you can change the color of the canvas. So now we want to find the middle of the, oh my gosh, we got to 300 likes already? You guys were so quick. I thought I would have time to show this. Okay. Let me add a score line. And then I'm going to show you how to write on it after we choose the winner. And to be entered, you do have to be in the chat within the past 15 minutes. So if we're not in the chat in the past 15 minutes, you only have to say one thing. If you repeat more things, that's okay, but Nightbot only counts one. He gets rid of the duplicate entries. Okay, so we're gonna bring this over here. We're gonna make this 5.5, the height of the card. And then we're gonna select this and we're going to click a line and we're gonna center. So then we know that this score line is in the very center of the card. Okay, how many likes do we have now? 315. You guys are awesome. Liking my videos really helps me out. I really
Here's a shout out to a few of the people who
appreciate
support this channel on Patreon.
Sorry, I forgot to turn those off. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. And we'll stay here and keep answering questions after the giveaway. So if you have questions, put them in all caps. You might want to wait a minute because the chat is going so fast we can't read it. So copy and paste your question in a few minutes. Let's get to the winner. Okay, are we ready? Nightbot is gonna roll it. We have a winner. Okay, let's go back over to Design Space so I can show you who the winner is. You guys ready? Somebody in the chat. Patricia Gamble. You are the winner. So you need to contact me on my website, MelanieLaneInspired.com. And tell me how you want your $25 through PayPal or Amazon gift card. Okay, let's get back to Design Space. Okay, so now we have our card. This is the inside of the card. The back of this part is the outside, and we would make other images or another paper here that we would glue onto the front of the card. Now this is a regular card. This isn't a Joy insert card. If you want to write on the Joy insert card, I have videos on how to do that in other Joy videos. Okay, so if you want to write, we're going to add text and we're going to do happy birthday. Woohoo! It's your birthday. Nothing typed in. Why didn't it type? Huh. Let me plug in my keyboard. I don't know if my keyboard just died. I typed those other words. What happened? All right, let's just do this again. Are we frozen? Oh, we're frozen. Can we save? I don't know. Are you guys still there? All right. It's my computer. I'm spinning. See if I can cancel this, if it will come back. No. So I'm going to go up here and I'm going to quit Cricut Design Space. And I'm going to bring it back. And it's not working. Well, maybe class will be over. It's just spinning. My mouse is spinning when I go up to Cricut Design Space. And nothing's working. Press force reload. I can't. You guys can't see my arrow at the top, but it just spins. My little arrow here turns into a pretty circly spinner. A rainbow spinner. Let me see if I can show you guys the top. I can't. Can I? Yeah, it's the rainbow spinner thing. I can't do a force quit unless I restart my computer, and if I do that, the video's over. All right, guys. So, I don't know how to tell you how to write. Did you guys see the card I did the other night? Showed how to do these number cards. I don't know who's going to want a 56 on the outside and 90 on the inside. I was just showing how to do them. So if you want to put writing on the inside of a card, say like this, like I was trying to do, this would be the inside. You choose your font, you make it a writing style, or you choose a font with a writing style. You place it exactly where you want it, in the center of the card or wherever you want it, and then you select the whole thing, you drag your mouse around it, and you click attach, and your writing will be right there. Like my design space at the top it's not working. It will probably work once I reboot my computer. When you have an image and turn it into draw, how can you fill it in? There are ways where you can take a score line and put 100 of them together next to each other, make them all draw, and fill it in and slice it and stuff. It doesn't always work, but otherwise you can't fill it in unless you color it in. Yes, I am on a Mac. And you guys are saying, love your glasses. Thank you. I wish these were real glasses. Like, I want these cat eye glasses. My grandma had these in the 70s and they were so cool. She had like rhinestones on them and they were silver and they were just so cool. But, you know, in the 80s, they got to be really old. It's like, Grandma, you need new glasses. And I'm like, I want those glasses so bad. I love the cat eye glasses. These I bought from the Halloween store years and years ago. How do you use the keyboard to force quit in Design Space only? I forgot how to do that with a Mac. Command, Control, Command, Escape. I don't know if that didn't work. Try Option, Command, Escape on a Mac. It's still spinning. Still spinning. And it's a very pretty rainbow spinner. I wish you guys could see it. Can I use replacement blades for my maker machine in my Joy? No, you cannot. So are there any other questions like that? I'll sit here and answer some questions if you want. Oh, and I don't know where the, oh, here. Saturday or Tuesday, we're doing a double feature. I am going to show you, we did this in my monthly crop, my virtual crop. This slide and lock card, but not everybody was in there. You guys might have missed it. So you don't know how to put these butterflies together. And don't try to squeeze the card shut while you're trying to open these. It doesn't work. So I am really just going to be showing how to put these pieces together, because it's not as easy as it actually looks. It looks very easy. It's easy once I show you how to do it. And here, I never finished coloring the card, but that will be one of the videos. It'll be a quick one. And then Alex has a dinosaur Valentine that will also be a quick one. And I'm going to try to answer some more questions. Yeah, the rainbow spinner is a computer issue. It's not a Design Space issue. I'm not finding the option to change the canvas color. If you're on a computer, you click down at the bottom of the layers panel. It says canvas color. Then you go to the top and you'll see in that bar, it'll say color. Click right underneath the word color and you'll have the options. You cannot change it in the layers panel. I don't know why. I think you should just be able to click it there, but you can't. You have to go back up to the top. I did try Option, Command, and Escape, holding it down at the same time. Hold on, I think I need to restart my computer. That card is not available yet. I will go ahead and add the card because you could still cut out the images, and if you wanted to color it, you could still color this. Jamie in the chat, she did it in foil and she painted it and it was beautiful. She shared that in my Patreon group. I'm gonna share it. Do you guys want to see hers? I can share her picture. Let me find it. It is so beautiful. First I gotta find my group. And there it is. Oh, and she also changed the front from butterflies. It's just so pretty. Okay. Let me bring that over here. Can you guys see that? You can't because you're looking at me. Hold on. See how pretty that is? Oh wait, where'd the... Look. It's just so pretty. She didn't share it in this one. Let me find... her. This might take a minute. Jamie and I message each other a lot. She sent me a picture of her foiled piece before she colored it. Okay, found those. My Facebook is spinning too. Unless she just sent them again. Somebody's asking, what is the Patreon group? The Patreon group is for anybody who supports my channel on Patreon for, well, actually even some are still doing $1, but the only new option is $2. You get to be in that special Facebook group only while you're supporting. And for those asking questions in the chat, they're also being answered by other people in the chat. Okay, here it is. Hold on. Was that video one? Okay, this one, I don't know if the other one's foiled or not. This one, look at this picture. It's sideways, but look at how pretty that is in the foil. And then she painted it, and you can just see the difference with the light. But look at how pretty that is. Beautiful, Jamie. Okay, let's get back to some questions. We need a link to your glasses. I don't have a link to my glasses. You can only deboss with the maker. I can't go up to the top menu. That's when my, hold on. Wait, where's Design Space at? No, I can't even select it. Is it behind here? No, Design Space is not anywhere. Oh, wait, Google Design Space not responding. I found this force quit now. I was hitting that button, but it was showing up on my other monitor. That's why the force quit wasn't working. Okay, let me see if I can bring up Design Space now. Oh, Jamie just sent me the post before she colored it. That's what I wanted to show them. I couldn't find it. But I think I'm going to get Design Space back. Can you guys see? Are you guys looking at me? Wait a minute. Where am I? I'm here. There it is. So it's hard to see, but it's shiny and pretty. Just in foil, and that's all you need to do. Just do it in foil. You don't even have to color it in. It's pretty that way also. Okay guys, we got Design Space back up, I think. Let me open a new window. There we go. Uh-oh. It's spinning. It's coming. Do you guys see it? It's back! Okay. Okay. Let's see if this works again. Shape. Square. We're going to unlock it. I got 2 because I kept clicking. Oh no, I got 3. Do we have 4 coming? We do. We don't need all those. Okay, unlock it. So we're going to size it to a card. The width is 4.25. The height is 5.5. And it did not get unlocked. There we go. Oh wait. We want it double wide. So we want this 8.5. And we're going to change it to white. We're going to change the blank canvas color. We're going to click down here, click up here, and click the color. We're going to go back to shape, score line. We're going to make it 5.5. We're just going to leave it there. We're going to select both of them. We're going to click a line and we're going to center. Now we're going to add some text. Happy birthday. We want it to write and we want it to be centered. We're going to click a line and center. We're going to click on style and change it to writing. We're going to make it a little smaller. And we're going to put it right here. Now, if you wanted it right in the center, it would be hard to align it in the center. So what I'm going to do if I want to do that is to click a square, make it the 4.5, the size of half of it, 4.25. Unlock that lock. And 5.5. We're going to send this. We're going to change the color so we can see it. Well, let's do this one. I'm going to send it to the back. Wait, that's the wrong button. Arrange. Send it to the back, and then I'm going to move it forward. So it's in front of the white piece, but behind that score line and the words. And I'm going to move this out of the way because right now the only way to select it is to drag the mouse around it. So I'm going to drag the mouse, select the writing and that green piece, and I'm going to select a line and center. If you don't want it right in the center, that's okay. Now we're going to move this back, line that up with the edge of this. We're going to get rid of this piece. Now, if you wanted this up a little higher, you could use the arrow keys in Design Space and move it up just a little bit, wherever you want it. And it will not move it side to side. So we know it's even side to side. And just to make sure this is all straight, we can align the center again. And now we can select it all and attach it. So this will be the inside of the card. Now if we want to make something on the outside of the card, let's do this. We'll arrange this in the front. We're going to make this just a little smaller so it's like a matte layer. Sometimes people even make another one. We'll change the color of this one. You can have 3 layers. Now you could attach writing to this one if you wanted as well. Or you could just go and grab an image and put it there. Like if you wanted a cupcake to put on the front. You could search cupcake. Let's grab this one. Now you wouldn't attach this or anything. This is a piece that cuts out all on its own. This piece here is hidden. If you wanted an outline of that, you could do that. You could change the color of that if you wanted. You could make it match the color of the matte layer and make it that if you wanted to. And then you just glue this on the front. So hopefully I answered that question. Okay, let me go see your questions. You guys are answering. What cartridges are the flowers on the card from? I got those images. I designed the card and I got them from Design Space and then I fit them together. They were from an image set and I think they were from one that said drawn. Have you guys seen all these fun draw things? They were from the set, Drawn Plants. So I designed it just from adding these plants in here and attaching them to the card. Somebody's asking, so would the cupcake be in vinyl? I would do it in paper. You could do it in vinyl. You could do it in iron-on even. You can iron onto paper. People are so shocked when I tell them that. Oh wait, that's not the right one. Here it is. Oh, my sign fell down. So this card, these lines here that are glitter iron-on. I ironed it on. And all the red you see on the gnome and this arrow is all ironed on. Well, I put my glasses are not real glasses. They're fake glasses. I look funny. Welcome, Pauline. Mary's asking, would it print the words or would you have to flatten? So it will write the words because I chose a writing font. So when I do this, it'll write the words. It will tell me to add a pen in. It'll tell me which pen to add. If you want to choose and change the pen color, you click over here in the layers panel and then go up here to line type, and this black box is where you choose the pen. You can choose whatever type you want. If you want glitter gel, you use a pink pen, and it will show you the pen here. Also, did that just change? Hold on. It did. Did you guys notice that? I guess that was an update I knew about. I was just thinking it was with the... So here I have a fine. Let's choose extra fine. See how light the pen is? Now when I change this to a marker, it's much fatter. So it shows you now in Design Space. I forgot that it did that. It'll show you how fat it is. And then it will tell you which pen to put in. So if you have, let's detach this. And when you detach it, it brings it to the front normally. Did it? Okay, it did detach it. Okay, and what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to, because I have not grouped this or I haven't done anything to this, I can ungroup it to lines. So now these lines are separate. I can move them around like this. I can also change the color of one of them. Okay. We wouldn't use infusible ink pens, but most of the markers are infusible ink on here. Let's do glitter gel. Let's do pink. So when we have to attach it, whenever you attach things, it brings it to the front. So I can bring it back to the back. And I didn't attach a score line either, as you can see. Cricut will tell me which pen to put in. Well, let me see if let me plug in my Cricut and see if we don't lose the internet. We're going to click Make It. That's the score line I didn't attach. Let's just hit Continue. Is my Cricut on? It's not on. It's usually always on. And I'm going to click Popular, do Medium Cardstock. So right here it tells you, oh, I did choose an infusible ink pen. I didn't even realize it. Let's just pretend it's a regular pen. It tells you which pen to choose, and then it also says coming up the pink one. So when it is finished writing with the red pen, it will pause. It will tell you in Design Space which pen to put in next. Okay. How do you get party foil to adhere to it? Jamie says she uses red line tape. I have used glue, I think, but it takes a long time to dry. It is very strong double-sided tape, red line tape is. Okay, do you guys want to tell me something you learned in the comments, and then later share this video and tell me what you've learned. Yes, there is calligraphy pen. We're going to cancel all these. So I can click over here. There's calligraphy 2mm and 2.5mm. And those are much thicker. They have a slant to them. Yay, Michelle learned the difference between print and cut and writing with a pen. Yeah, there's no need to do print and cut for this unless you have no pens. Lori, you learned the best lesson. She learned to be patient when you get the spinny wheel. And really, it was my fault. I didn't find this force quit application thing that popped up. Look at all these applications. I got a lot going on. And I have so many tabs open. Where's my Chrome? I'm going to see. It doesn't tell me. One time it told me how many tabs I had open. And it was like over 100. Yeah, I have that problem. And something else I can show you guys on my website. Hold on. Melody Lane Inspired. You can learn a lot here, especially from the frequently asked questions. You can click on these and get the answers. What Cricut machine do I recommend? What is the current Cricut discount code? You save money and get free shipping when you use my code. Where can I learn to use my Cricut? What printer do you recommend? And about Melody. You can learn more about me here. Here's some pictures of my craft room. I haven't looked at these in a long time. There's Kobe. You'll hear him snoring. Okay, there's my golf cart, Miss Daisy. I live in a retirement community. We drive a golf cart everywhere. And then if you click on here, this will bring you to the Cricut site. It will give me a small commission if you click on any of these sites. This is where I get my glue I use. This link right here will take you to where the glue is. Okay. I am using the Barely Art glue right now. I also use art glitter glue that is here in the spring, summer, and fall. Okay, do we have any other questions? Okay, Kathleen has a great question. She says, my question is not design space, but I can't figure out how to score on my maker. Okay, your question is design space because you have to use design space. So on your maker, you need to have either a stylus or a score wheel. I don't know where my stylists have gone to. I'm looking at some tools. But the stylus, it kind of looks like the other tools. Like the scoring stylus kind of looks like this, but it's plastic all the way down. It's not this pointy metal thing. It's more like a, kind of looks like an ink pen down here. Or the scoring wheel is this. It has that gear on the top, it has a button here, and it has that. So let me show you in Design Space how to do that. And here we go. Okay, so I don't think I attached that score wheel. So we have to attach. But, okay, let me do that again. Okay, so now we just have a score wheel. I'm going to click Make It. Because I detached this, it separated that. I'm going to hit Continue. I'm going to show you how to do it with either one of the machines. Okay, so now the maker will automatically go to the scoring wheel. It says load the scoring wheel. If you don't have a scoring wheel, you can click Edit Tools and use a scoring stylus and then apply that. So then you have your regular blade, your scoring stylus. This is kind of like what it looks like at the bottom. This bottom part is silver. To do that. And you put that in your machine, just like you put a pen in your machine. You put it in the same clamp. Let me exit out. The same clamp in clamp A with your blade in clamp B. So you put it in the clamp with your pen. That's how you score on the maker. Okay, Lanny, what are you asking? I heard behind you next to your brayer. Oh. Nope, that's not the scoring stylus. Yes, I get the glue from May, the Barely glue from May. You cannot use the scoring wheel on the Explorer Air 2. Which is better, stylus or score wheel? The score wheel is so much better. The wheel goes in the same place as your blade. So you take your blade out and you put your scoring wheel in there. Where'd my scoring wheel go? So, and you put this side, the side without the plastic, into your machine. So that goes into the back of the machine. You'll see gears in your machine, in your maker, where these go. It goes in the same place as the blade. A stylus came with your Explorer Air 2. When you're scoring something, you put that in the where you would put the pen. So you have the it's hard to show you, and I don't have a camera on my machine. I think you all know where the blade goes. The score stylus goes into the clamp to the left. No, do not take the plastic off. You leave the plastic on. I use the double score wheel when I'm scoring poster board or craft board. So the score line, like in this purple paper, this is a score line. That's the fold line. Also, on this card, it had a score line at the bottom of this green, right here at this green, and where this bend is. It also scored it on top of these numbers so they could be folded up. So there's a score line here and here, and then this line through here and this one were all scored. So the score lines, if you don't know what a score line is, it's a fold line. And that's what makes these pop out. might be able to see it better on this one because I didn't put the second layer on. See, these have a score line here and here, and then this one just has it here. So you can fold it up, and then these all fold up. I just did the video on this Thursday night. You cannot cut without a mat on the maker. Yay, Jenny now knows. All right, guys, I think I'm going to end it for today. Next week, I'm going to give away Cricut Cutie. I have a lot of colors to choose from. Some of the new ones, some of the old ones. The winner gets to choose their color. You have to be live to watch. And also enter for my $25 by sharing this video. All you have to do is share the video link, share hashtag what I learned Melody, and write a little something of what you learned. Which mat do you use for foil? If you're talking about the foil transfer system where it draws pretty foil on there, you use whatever mat you need to use for the whatever material you're using. So if you're using paper or cardstock, I suggest the green mat. All right, guys. And I have an extra candy apple cutie. I have an extra twilight cutie. I have rose. I have mint. I have lilac, I think. I have wisteria. I have more colors. All right, guys. I'll see ya. Bye.